But Lord Shiva has a loving relationship with Krishna as a loving servant. So when Krishna was having his Vrindavan Leela, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Lord Indra, Lord Chandra, all the devatas, all the demigods, and all the wives of the demigods, they were immensely attracted to the sweet beauty of Krishna's pastimes, especially the quintessence of all his pastimes expressed in the form of Ras Leela. On the full moon night of the Sharad season, on the banks of the Yamuna Pulin at Bamshibad, Krishna leans against the banyan tree, and he presses the Vamshi to his sweet leaf-like lips. His lips are soft like newly unfurled leaves. They're very soft and tender. And they're very red. Krishna doesn't use any lipstick or anything like that. But his lips are red like pomegranate or bimba fruit. They're very naturally red and very attractive. So he starts playing his flute and sending beautiful music through his flute, Murlidhar. Krishna has different flutes, but when he's calling the gopis at night, he doesn't play the Venu and he doesn't play the Vamshi. Sometimes we say, Vamshi Dari, Krishna Murari, Toma Bina Dugahari. There's one Hindi bhajan. Vamshi Dari, Krishna Murari. But when he's calling gopis in Vrindavan, he plays Murli Manohar. Murli is 1 meter long. It's lamba. It's a lamba vamshi. Vams means bamboo. It's a long flute with a deep, deep sound. Very mystifying sound. Like that. Like a coil. So Krishna plays his Murali and attracts all the minds and hearts of the gopis and everyone in creation, especially the devatas. So Lord Shiva is in Kailash Dham, and he becomes attracted, and he comes to Braja Dham, to this Braj here, in this planet, Bhumilok. This is called Boma Vrindavan. Vrindavan manifested here, on this planet. Lord Shiva came, and he was watching, and he wanted to enter the rasa dance. He was so attracted to the sweet jingling of the kinkini mala, the waist bells around the gopis, and their ankle bells were chiming so sweetly in tune with their singing. They were singing and moving their feet in such a way, and their ankle bells were chiming along with the sound of their voices, and their heads were swaying back and forth, and they were playing various instruments like veena and sarod and tambura and mridanga and kartal and flutes, so many beautiful instruments. And he loves music. Lord Shiva loves music, as you know. He loves to dance. So he came there and he started marching into the Ras Mandala. He wanted to see, he wanted to take part. He's very enthusiastic. And that's a good quality. One should be enthusiastic to take part in Krishna's pastimes. One should be enthusiastic to chant Hare Krishna and serve Krishna. Chanakya Pandit says in Niti Shastra, there's 2 things you should be enthusiastic about. And if you're enthusiastic about in these 2 departments, you'll be successful. He said you should be enthusiastic in business. Utsaha. Is it? Utsaha. Enthusiasm. If you're enthusiastic in business, you'll make a lot of money. Enthusiastic. Utsaha. And the second category Chanakya mentions in Niti Shastra is eating. Kachori, rasgulla, gulab jamun, sabji, puri. Enthusiastically, not like, eat with gusto. So you'll be successful if you eat like this. He said like that. So in any endeavor, in Bengal, they have a phrase that our Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, used to quote. I can't remember the Bengali, but he said in Bengali they have a phrase that any endeavor done with enthusiasm will meet with Lakshmi. The goddess of fortune will bless one. If you put enthusiasm into your activity, then you'll be blessed with fortune, who is personified by Lakshmi Devi, the divine consort of Lord Narayan. So in the field of spiritual activities or sadhana bhakti, we should also use enthusiasm. and be enthusiastic. Enthusiastic for Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, hearing and chanting about Krishna. And if we have that enthusiasm for these activities, darshan, arti, bhajan, pravachan, taking Krishna prasad, then Narayan will bless us. Lakshmi will bless us. Our life will become fortunate. We will become blessed. We will become fortunate. So Lord Shiva, he wanted to enter rasa dance, so he came walking up. And then the Sakhis, they saw, who is this? And Lalita Sakhi went, hey, stop! Where do you think you're going? And Mahadev said, I'm going to the Ras Mandal. I'm going to take part. He said, no way, nothing doing. This is ladies only, man. This is ladies' night. There's no men here. Besides that, not only are there no men, but there's no Purusha Bhav. Purusha Bhav. Purusha Bhav. Purusha means person. Purusha means man. Purusha means enjoyer. The Bhav, the spirit, the mellow, the attitude, the mindset of enjoying. And the Sakhi said, this kind of Bhav is not in this rasa dance. This is the place where you come when you're free from the enjoying spirit. When you're in the mood of selfless service. Selfless service. When you have that mood of complete selflessness, then you can enter this rasa dance. You don't have the right bhav, and you don't have the right roop. You have this admi roop, this male form. So feeling very unhappy and very dejected, Lord Shiva went away, and he went to a lonely place, and he was just sitting there, and he was crying, and he was crying out to Sankarshan, oh Sankarshan, this is one of your many forms, this is your original form, it's so beautiful and attractive, the all-attractive form of Shyam Sundar Krishna. I want so much to see this rasa dance. Have I no adhikar? Have I no qualification? Have I not done any service? Isn't there any way I can possibly gain entry over there? So he's praying like this. So the Lord was compassionate on Lord Shiva. So then Brinda Devi, one of the confidential Sakhi servants of Radharani, she was sent there. She was guided by Chaitya Guru. She was guided by Super Soul. So she went there and she said, hey Mahadev, why are you so unhappy? Why are you crying? Your face is moistened with tears. You look so unhappy. Have you lost a loved one? Has some calamity occurred in your home? Has some accident happened? Is your wife in danger? Or your children in danger? No, Brinda Devi, nothing like that. Then what is wrong? What is wrong? You're always so happy, you're always so dhira and peaceful and content and meditating peacefully. You're the epitome, you're the embodiment and epitome of shanti and self-containment. But now you're totally distraught and full of anguish. Oh, I know. You want to see the rasa dance. All right, well then come with me. So Brinda Devi took Mahadev and said, come with me, come to this kund and take bath in this kund. This is a very special kund. So this kund is called Brahma Kund, and it's just northeast of the Yoga Pit, the Vrindavan Yoga Pit. So Mahadev took bath there. He submerged himself in those beautiful waters. And when he rose out of those waters, he was now in Sakhi Roop. He was no longer in his male form. He was now in Prakriti Bhav. Prakriti Bhav, the servant, the enjoyed Bhav, the mood of the servant. So then Brinda Devi said, yes, come. Now come. So they went back up some short distance to the entrance to Rasastali. At Vamshibat, and Lalita Sakhi and Vishaka were there, and the Ashta Sakhis and other Sakhis were there. And Brinda Devi says, oh, we have a new Sakhi here. A new Sakhi has arrived for Krishna's pleasure, to serve Krishna in Rasa dance. Oh yes, well, bring her in. Yeah, right this way. So she went right through the front gate, right inside. And then, looking and seeing all the gopis dancing, and Sham and Radharani, beautiful dancing, Ras Leela, very awestruck and satisfied in his heart, Lord Shiva, in disguise as a gopi. And then Krishna, noticing this new gopi from the corner of his eye, Krishna Kripa Kataksha, from the corner of his eye, then Krishna danced over there and said, "Hey, Saki! Hey, Saki! Come, dance with me." So then they were dancing. And then Radharani was watching. Who is this new Saki? Krishna's paying so much attention to her, and he's neglecting me. So then there's a type of prema that was slowly rising within the type of prema that was slowly rising within the heart of Radharani and starting to manifest its transformations throughout her mind and senses. And that prema, that type of prema is called man. Man prema. It's one of the levels. There's sneha, man, pranaya, rag, anurag, bhav, mahabhav. Then adiruddha mahabhav, and then ruddha mahabhav. Prema is many, many categories. Transcendental love.